Beep. It works. Okay. Hello world. Hello everybody. This video is for Randy. He is the, I guess, CEO and owner of Tiny Homes. I forgot the whole thing. Here's it. It's right here. There we go. So you guys can enlarge that. I'm trying to get this, we'll do it like this. I'm on a tiny screen, so I'm trying to, I don't know if you can read it like on a bigger screen. You guys can get after it, okay? But this is what this young man has going. And I saw one out here. What brought this on was I was going down from the Walmart in Pahrump here, and I saw him at the Coyote Corner pulling in with his here tiny home up on the back of his truck, because he was out here, like he says, out in where he was. I'm having brain drains right now. Y'all have to excuse me. And I just watched his video about his vision and stuff. I'm tripping on it, you know. I look at it, and then let me get going, because, you know, I've had some ideas before, because I saw it and I really want one, because I need to go up there on, a long thing and live in something. And they're cheap, and so when you see it, la la la, okay. And he's talking. I'm going to put his video in the link, okay. All I want everybody that sees this, go see this, okay. And we'll see what can transpire. Anyway. So now the rest of the video is for me and him if he sees this. I don't know if he watches the videos that you would post on the comment section in YouTube, in his video, this video that I'm going to link. But, bro, you're silly. The blooming of ideas that came into my head through that, right? And I had another idea that I'll tell you. And I'll tell the world. I hate telling my ideas because people jump on them and I like to make money on them. That's why I have them, right? So, let's move on. Check it out. I said you're out in Crystal, right? Well, like, Crystal's fair enough. Yeah, that's good enough. I'd like to have been with you. But that aside. Oh, you remember me? You met me out there at the Coyote Corner. And I came up and I about scared you half to death. I'm going to come up because I'm all Western living and like that. You guys should have seen it. He didn't know. I seen his, because I can read people like a pamphlet, right? His face with a hey, whoa, oh God, hey, whoa, oh God, 3-4 times until I said, man, this is neat. And then he's like, oh, okay, you're just a fella. Probably thought I was going to stick him up. I'm a bushwhacker. It was funny. Anyway, let's move that one on too. It's not the subject of this video, but check this idea out, bro. Because when you go out here, there are certain aspects to the land in the desert that you have to take in consideration, like well placement, well depth, because you have certain levels of water that you have to this and that. And maybe, I don't know if you looked into that or not. And then there's the problem with arsenic and mining. It's the raw land. The water just washes everything out of those rocks and minerals right down into the groundwater. And that's what goes on here. That kind of thing. Plus, this is a lake, and then up there north, Beatty, and there's the Amargosa River that rolls along there and goes through. I'm going down through Lathrop Wells, down into where that casino is. You probably stayed Long Street, and then you go down California, right? That's where the Amargosa River. That's its flow. And then the lake on the other side of the hills is the lake that Pahrump sits upon. And it's fed by Mount Charleston, the mountains you saw there. Anyway, the hydrology and all that silly stuff. But that's not the subject of this video. That's the real quick aspect of what I know about the area. My idea is, because you're right, and tell you what, it'll get 128, 130 degrees out there on that pan. It'll burn anything and everything right off the planet. So you'd have to modify this and that. You say you want to do some modifications and this and that. I just said, whoa. And here's the name for the next series of the Western Region Incredibox. Incredible Tiny Home. Dun, 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 boom, boom. You will be buying all this, and included in that a special design we will call the Nevada Sandbox. Parades and general flags and the Nevada Sandbox, and you'll have little Nevada Sandbox courts out here, because that's what they used to do way back in the 60s and 70s, because when I was a kid, right, I hadn't married up with my wife Debbie, God rest her soul, we lost her in '09. There was these trailer courts all up and down Lake Mead, right? Well, I mean, there'd be 50, 60 of them. When we'd get thrown out of one, we'd rent another one, we'd keep moving on. There's these little itty-bitty little travel trailers that they had outfitted for living. Every road, Nellis, Lake Mead, Eastern, when Vegas was small, right, all these trailer courts, is exactly what you're talking about. So if you rekindle that idea and come up with a more modern and designed tiny home Incredibox, right here, the Nevada Sandbox, you gotta have it, right? That's what they did. You know, you'd have a central well, and you could put that on this. So, dude, I've been out here all my life. What are you kidding me? Let's move on. I don't want to go. You know how I get, boy. Anywho, that's the thing. Oh yeah, this could fly really, really far. This could go stratospheric if you're real slick about it. Then you have 3 different desert zones, right? The Sonoran, that's New Mexico, Arizona, the tip maybe Nevada, but Nevada is mainly Mojave. The Mojave is just as empty as it's empty, but it can be worked. You know, there are wells you can put in and put these little, and if you take and go to Google Earth, right, and scan the basins and ranges all up and down central Nevada, and it's all public land though. You know, they've got little pivots that they grow hay, little pockets of this and that. So, dude, you really, I'll give you this. Your video is half an hour. I'm going to give you, what do I got? Oh, 7 minutes. Check it out. I've even won an elected office up here. It was dumb up in, up the town I lived in. I don't know. What my idea was putting in a small gauge rail system, right? Up and around maybe in Nevada's interior, and then maybe up and down some real prominent range, because it's, basins, range, basin and range in Nevada, in these little pockets, and open up the west. Now, we have these little tiny homes and this and that. Can you imagine with the little ringy-ding communities, and it grows hay, they grow things, and there are forests up in the ranges, juniper, all kinds of stuff. If you want to get jiggy, you want to get vision. Anyway, my idea was to put a light gauge rail system around, and I was going to call Nevada the Rolex of America, Rolex of the West. Right? And have this rail and open up and jog, places to live. Nice, you got to be frugal because it is the desert. The desert. That's the story for another video. But you want to go big, that's my vision. That's where I was when I was in public office. And I really wanted to get that done. Have these little dots of communities around with a rail line through it where people can go out and see these basins and ranges of this Nevada. It's an interesting place. So that's where I was going to go with that. Now, if you like that kind of thing, I'm with it. And I like the Incredibox. Incredibox, you need one now. Go get them. What's wrong with you? Anyway, I got nothing but time. I'm retired. I'm a widower. Kids are gone. They could use a couple, 3 of these. They got kids. And the family unit thing, you should hear that vision I have for that. we'll discuss it. It's interesting, but that goes back to way back years and years ago of another housing dream I had, and that's as big as the one I just told you, because that's what I am. I'm a real dreamer, and I could really come up with practical things. It's just what I do. I don't understand it either. So there it is. I'm gonna give it to that and to that. Say, hey, you want to link up? I got nothing but time. I need an income. I need to get something going on. I'm hanging here, my thumb's in the wrong place. That's a story for another video. And hey, you want to go? We can go, bro. Get it? All right. Live by your wits and not by your words. And why didn't you publish my video we did, yo, bro? That's fine. That kind of sucked anyway. Live by your wits, not by your words. Peace. Bye. Silly.